Hi guys, it's Ollie Pierce here again. So as our second blog post, we're going to follow on from the first one, which covered summer shoes. I'm going to go into casual summer trousers. I've been getting a lot of questions recently about light coloured jeans, very light blues, light greys, and especially chinos, which means a sort of beige, mustardy, slack trouser. So we're going to really cover those things: light coloured jeans, light coloured trousers, and chinos. They're very popular this summer. They're going to look really cool with the shoes I've already outlined. And then in future blog posts, we're going to go into summer t-shirts and other accessories, hats and stuff you can wear to create an overall cool look for this summer. So what I want to do today, right, is cover chinos and jeans, etc. from 5 obvious brands you can find on the high street, ranging from low high street brands all the way up to a low-level, high-end brand, designer label. And as I said, they're going to be really obvious, easy-to-find garments, stuff which you can all go out, watch this blog post, see which ones you like, which ones you think are going to suit you, and take my advice, hopefully. Go out, get them, combine them with the shoes, and in later blog posts, the other stuff I get to create a really strong look right now for this summer. So the shops we're going to be shopping at are going to be Topman, the lowest end, very low-end high street shop. I wouldn't recommend shopping anywhere lower end than Topman. The garments are just really, really tacky, so that rules out New Look, Burton, the Officers Club, these kind of places. Just not feeling them at all. We're going to start with Topman as our low end brand. We're going to go slightly higher to River Island, although that's much for muchness, very similar brands. Then we're going to progress to Zara, which is a mid-level high street brand, on to All Saints, a high-end high street brand, and finally we're going to finish with Ted Baker, which is basically a low-level fashion brand, designer brand, high-end brand. As I said, we're going to cover trousers, light coloured jeans, and stuff which is going to look cool this summer and which you can wear with the shoes you choose from my earlier blog posts, which you guys have probably seen. Okay, cool, so I'm going to go and get the Topman gear and I'm going to model it for you, right? Hopefully that's going to be cool as well, and we're going to see how it looks and what's going to suit different guys out there. Alright, cool. Okay guys, so we've got our first pair of Topman chinos. Take a look. These, right, are skinny chinos. I'm surprised actually they're not as skinny as I thought they'd be. I'd imagine Topman skinny trousers to be really, really tight. I actually quite like these pair. And we've got the light grey colour. They're quite nice. Obviously I'm going to go for a few pairs and give you an overview and say my favourites, and also which is going to suit people with their age dynamic and their body shape most. Yeah. So these ones, nice colour, and these are 28 quid from Topman, and these are skinny chinos. We can see on the label there. So basically 28 quid. It's a nice pair. I chose the black plimsoll to wear with these ones. Any of the shoes we looked at in my earlier blog posts are going to work. Black plimsoll, plain black t-shirt, looks pretty cool. So these are the skinny chino from Topman. Can be worn in a combination like I'm wearing right now. Cool, fine. Or you could interchange it with a white plimsoll and a white t-shirt. We're going to mess around with that in later blog posts. Yeah, 28 quid. That's the first light grey skinny chino. I'm now going to move on to a slim leg chino, which is going to be similar to this one but slightly baggier. So the skinny chino, you're going to want guys with my kind of physique, guys who are working out a lot, or your slimmer guys. So we get a lot of people asking me, well, should I wear skinny jeans or skinny chinos? I'm skinny already. Is it going to make me look even more frail? Am I going to look skinnier? That's not the case, right? Thin is in. So there's a lot of really skinny celebrities out there right now. It's very cool in the modelling industry, and skinny jeans are actually really cool. So even if you're really thin, go for the skinnier cut. It's going to actually draw your waist in and thus make your shoulders and chest look bigger. It's going to give you a sexier shape in general, more of an ice cream cone shape. So I'm going to recommend for all guys with jeans, chinos, etc. in this blog post and in the future, that as a rule, right, if you're not really sure what you should do with the cut of trousers, is to go the slimmer the better. So be aware that we don't want anything which is going to make you look chubby. It's going to show your curves too much or be too tight, looking really tight, looking a bit gay even. We don't want that, yeah? But we want something which fits the leg well and gives you a good shape. So let's have a look at these one more time, and I think that really does these. So Topman have done pretty well with their first pair. As I said, skinny chinos in a light grey. You can also get these in a beige or a mustard. as well. That's going to be cool as well. I think the next pair of jeans I've got, I chose in a beige on purpose. The next pair of chinos, just to show you the two different colours and how they can both work for the summer. And one more time, these are chinos, right? So if you look closely, the material is like slack trouser material. They're not actually jeans. That's the difference between a light grey jean and a chino. So, alright guys, that's the first pair. Skinny chinos, £28, Topman. Okay guys, so here's our second pair of Topman chinos. And these ones are, have a look at them quickly first. These are the cut up from skinny slim chinos, also worth 28 quid. And they're going to be virtually the same as the grey pair I just showed you, except a bit looser on the leg. Right? And these are like a mustard chino. They're not quite beige, they're a bit more yellowy. They're not bad, right? And these will work for guys with bigger legs. So guys are holding a bit more weight, and guys who work out more and are a bit conscious that their legs are a bit bigger. But in general, I actually prefer the grey pairs cut. The whole shape and the way they fall, the style of them. They're a bit trendier, and the skinnier definitely looks better. As I said, they're not as skinny as I'd imagine, which I really don't go for. I don't want Russell Brand spray-on skinny. I want them to look, you know, slim and well fitted, but not at all baggy, right? So these ones, they're not bad, but they're a little bit baggier, and I definitely prefer the colour in grey as well. So what I'm going to do at the end of the whole blog post, when I've gone through all 5 different shops, is I'm going to tell you my favourite garments and why they're my favourite ones, an overview of a few different pairs of trousers from an overview of all the shops. So we're going to recap and make sure we've got the best items from each place. So not as bad, not as good as the last pair, still cool, but I prefer both the colour and the cut in the skinny chinos. But again, we've got slim chinos here, £28, and our second trouser from Topman. Okay guys, so here's our third pair of trousers, and these are like not chinos or jeans. These are real trousers, they're slacks. Have a look, they've got the creases down the front, the material's a lot thinner, and you wear them high around your waist. I quite like this small detail here, if you just come to the bottom, it's quite cool. And that would look really good with a light coloured t-shirt especially, and light coloured shoes. These are a nice pair of trousers. They're a lot smarter and more mature, so if you want to get away from the sort of really trendy skinny jean look and the chinos, these are the trousers for you. I like these and I like the colour a lot. So what I'd recommend of an overview of the 3 trousers we looked at so far would be the skinny jeans, the first ones, either in the colour I showed you, the light grey, or in this colour, which I'm sure is available as well. My least favourite colour is the second colour, the mustardy colour, which is very popular this season, and that's just a preference, but of the people I've spoken to, and of my colleagues and myself personally, I prefer the classic beige chino colour or the light grey chino I showed you originally. So that's it. These are also by Topman, and these are, how much is that? £34. A bit more expensive because they're slightly more high end really. And these are slacks, the beige trousers. Pretty cool as well. But I still think my favourite is the initial grey pair, and if you're going to go for one, that would be the one. These, however, are a bit smarter. I mean, mature guys shouldn't really be shopping at Topman at all, let's be quite honest. It's a young person's brand, and anyone who's got past their sort of mid-20s should not really be shopping at somewhere that low budget. It's made for younger people, students, and slightly an immature choice for shopping. Anyway, but these are, as Topman goes, kind of smart, adult looking slack trousers. So if any of you guys are mature and you want to save some money and you're going to decide to shop at Topman, you can go with these ones. But still, my favourites are the first pair, the light grey skinnies. Okay, so that's them. Topman, £34, and these are slacks. So beige slacks, £34, Topman, our third pair. Okay guys, so here's our final pair of trousers, and we've gone for jeans this time. So these are a skinny, light blue washed or baby blue denim jeans from Topman. These are worth about £28 as well, and I actually really like these ones. You can see I've changed my plimsolls and t-shirt to a white. This is simply because black shoes don't really go with very light blue jeans, so we've got the white plimsoll this time, and the white t-shirt to match it. It's going to look a bit cooler. You don't really want to put dark colours with very light coloured blue jeans. That works with very light coloured beige chinos. The blue doesn't really go with black. So you can wear like a beige shoe or a white shoe but avoid black. As I said, I really like these ones, and I think these are my joint favourites with the initial pair of light grey skinny jeans. So what I can say for you though is that my legs are quite slim, and thus I can wear skinny jeans. If you happen to be a bigger guy, you can simply go from the skinny cut up to a slim cut. So I can sort of show this with the chinos. We've got the skinny chinos and the slim chinos here. Right, together the skinny and slim chinos. The skinny ones are my favourite for my leg shape, but you might, be a bigger guy, you might be holding more weight, you might be overweight, you might work out a lot or have really big thighs. Thus, I would get this colour in this cut. And the same point can be made for the jeans. So these are skinny baby blue jeans, and I love the colour and I love the fit on me. But if you're a bigger guy, you're not confident enough to wear the skinnier ones, you can go for this colour in a slim leg. So you see what I mean? For me, the cut skinny, these two colours works, but for a bigger guy, maybe you'd want these two colours in the slim cut. But an overview of everything is my favourites are definitely the grey skinny chinos, but they'd be nice and beige as well, and the light blue skinny denim jeans. And that, my friends, is the best of Topman summer trousers. Okay guys, so we're moving on to our second high street brand, which is River Island. So have a look at these trousers. Okay, as I said, River Island is very similar to Topman. It's a similar shop, similar price range. It's maybe slightly higher end and slightly more for mature guys as well. These ones are slim fit chinos, and they're £30 by River Island. Okay, so I really like the colour of these ones. It's a similar grey to the Topman ones from the previous shot, but the cut's not as good for me. They're baggier. I don't think they're as cool. The colour's slightly lighter as well. I totally prefer the slightly darker grey and the slimmer leg cut of the chinos from Topman. So I've got another colour chinos. These are exactly the same cut of trouser. They're both slim fit, except these ones are the kind of beigey brown colour. Again, I prefer the light grey from Topman, and I definitely prefer a more beige chino than this one. So, but they're not bad. Just want to show you an overview of the two colours. And also in River Island, there is a load of different colours. There are light blues and light greens and reds, and all in this style of trouser. These are the slim fit chinos. I wouldn't risk going with these brighter colours. I would keep it quite plain, quite classic, especially if you're not totally sure about your style. Keep it low key, keep it classic, and go with traditional coloured chinos, which are beige, brown, greys, the kind of colours I'm showing you today. So they're not bad, these, but they're the same price as the Topman ones, actually a couple of quid more expensive. I don't think the cut's as good, so not bad, but totally prefer the Topman style chinos so far. So we've got the brown beige and the light grey River Island slim fit chinos. Okay guys, so the second pair of jeans I'm going to try on are these very sort of light denim, light textured skinny jeans from River Island, and they're in a very light grey, almost white colour. As you can see, these are skinny jeans, and they are £35 by River Island. I can say these are in the sale actually, so no, they're not £35, they're 20. So the sales are on now. The summer range is already being sold off because we're moving to autumn, despite the fact that summer's hardly started. So they're 20 now, and I really like these. I think they're a cool cut, and I like these a lot. These are actually probably my favourite pair of trousers we're going to try on from River Island. They are, however, very skinny, so they're not going to work for everyone here. If you're a slimmer guy, or you're kind of my physique, you're working out a little bit, and you're confident to wear quite skinny jeans, these look really cool. Bit of a younger guy, not holding so much weight, cool. Love the colour, love the style, and they're only 20 quid, so they're very cheap. Probably my favourite trouser from River Island. The last thing I want to say about River Island is I also picked up another pair of chinos, and this is the traditional beige chino colour. However, what I hate about these, and I hate this in general, are these elastic bits at the bottom on the ankles. So I'm sure you guys have seen this kind of thing. I just do not know why high street brands make these awful elasticated ankles. To me, they look like a kind of baby's all-in-one suit, and I just can't stand them. So if you want my point of view, really stay away from that trouser leg in everything. It's just like, it sucks, basically. However, the colour of these is really nice. So I picked up the other trousers earlier, the first Chinos. And although I prefer the Topman ones, these two pairs weren't bad. I would, however, say I prefer the traditional beige to this brown. This is traditional beige colour. This is what Chinos, this is the colour Chinos were originally made in. So if you're going to go for River Island Chinos at all, avoid the elasticated ankle and go for the slim fit Chino without the elasticated ankle in the grey or the beige. And that's River Island. So my favourite pair of trousers from River Island were definitely the light grey skinny jeans, which are in the sale reduced to £20. But they're only going to work for slimmer guys, guys who are in really good shape, or guys with thin legs. So they're not going to be very universal, and they're not going to be great for a lot of my viewers and a lot of the guys watching FashionGameTV. But if I had to wear one pair, I personally wear these. But so far, of the two lower end brands, Topman has definitely had much better jeans, much better chinos, has been better altogether. So that's River Island, finished. Okay guys, so the next brand we're going to look at is Zara. We've been through Topman and River Island, which are really like low end high street brands, and now we're going on to Zara, which is kind of a more mature man's high street brand. So for a lot of the more mature guys and guys, you know, really past their early 20s onwards, you shouldn't be shopping in River Island or Topman anyway. The garments look tacky, the styles are kind of more related to the younger guy. So for the more mature chaps out there, and anyone from their sort of mid-20s onwards, you really want to be looking at the higher end brands, or definitely the higher end high street brands. And Zara is probably the best of those kind of shops. So here we've got the first Zara Chino. I really like the colour in this one. So I've had a bit of a go at the colour, the sort of beiges we've seen from the River Island Chinos, and even in the Topman ones as well. This beige I'm much more fond of. It's the classic beige Chino, and these are kind of slack, and they're a nice trouser. I actually prefer a slightly skinnier jean, but for the more mature guys who don't want to go too skinny, and for the guys who feel that their legs are a bit too bulky to wear slim cut or skinny jeans, skinny chinos / skinny jeans, these are going to do the trick. So these ones here are £30 from Zara, and that's actually quite surprisingly cheap as well. Zara tends to be a bit more expensive than River Island or Topman, but these are bang on the same price. Nice pair of trousers, not bad at all, really nice colour. Although I personally, if you can bear to do it and you can bring yourself to wear the skinnier cut, I would go for that. But for the mature gents out there who want a nice pair of chinos, these are very cool. They definitely do the trick. So that's our first pair by Zara, and that's 30 quid. Okay guys, so the next pair of trousers we've got are a skinny jean from Zara. Okay, I really like the cut of these jeans. They're really trendy. They definitely have a nice skinny edge to them, but they're not too hyper skinny. We're not getting too Russell Brand. I really like these, the fit especially. The colour, however, I'd much prefer the beige colour we saw in the previous pair of trousers. They've got this kind of mustardy colour, which is very fashionable this season. You're going to see it with a lot of the trousers. We have seen it a couple of times already in the lower end shops. I think it's cool, and the cut's definitely cool, but again, I'd prefer if the colour was more of a classic beige, more chino colour. But these again are really cheap. These are £25, £25.99. So that's actually an awesome price for a more quality brand like Zara. So guys, not bad at all. But as I said, I prefer them in a classic beige. I think these are also available in a grey, a light grey, similar to the grey Chino from Topman, which I liked a lot. If so, wow, awesome cut. So Zara cut is great, the colour's not spot on, but you could try it in a baby blue, which we're going to go into next, or maybe a light grey. Okay guys, so for our final pair of trousers from Zara, we're going for the really light baby blue, very stonewashed denim jeans. I love this colour. I mean, it looks awesome. It looks really cool with white, and it's very nice for a hot summer's day. Looks great on holiday. Really trendy with the white plimsoll. You see I've changed my plimsolls on my t-shirt again to match the jeans. The bad thing, however, about these jeans is they're too loose at the bottom. They're a skinny cut jean on my thigh, but then they kind of go baggy at the bottom and just totally losing the shape and the cut of them. The other jeans we filmed earlier from Zara in the mustardy colour had the perfect cut, but I prefer the colour from the Chinos. So Zara, we've got elements throughout all three garments which I like. I love the cut of this one, the colour of this one, and the colour of this one. If only we had this cut, any of these colours, we'd be spot on. So Zara, close, but nothing I really am going to go for now. And at the end of this whole post, guys, I'm going to give you an overview and the article below the post as well is going to help you to recap on my ideas. So we're going to give you an overview of the best garments and the best ones for the mature guy or the bigger guy, etc. So at the moment, Zara, really nice colour in this. Not a bad one, actually, this one. And a nice fit in this one. Nice colour in this one, but nothing is spot on. So I'd say the best garment out of all three is probably the Chinos. Colour's really nice. They're a bit slack for my liking. I prefer them a bit skinnier, but a lot of guys are going to not want the skinny cut anyway. So it's probably the best one. Alright, cheers. Okay guys, so for our fourth shop, I think it is, we're going to go slightly more upmarket to All Saints. Now All Saints is a very popular brand in England now. It has been for a couple of years, but it's actually been around for over 10 years. It's really hit, like, you know, the general English public in recent years, and it's now like massively popular. So a lot of people are wearing this. Slightly more expensive than our high street brands, so definitely taking a skip up from Zara and in turn from River Island and Topman. It's sort of like a high-end high street brand, let's say. It's the more expensive end of high street stuff. So these are from All Saints. These actually cost, let's have a look, let's say they're £65, is it? Yeah, 65. And as I said earlier, we're going to recap on prices and stuff anyway. I'll give you a little look at the tag as well, just so you can see the price right as we film, but I'll also recap this as well in the article at the end. So, these jeans I really like. The cut of them is great, very trendy. They're slim but not so tight that I feel like I'm wearing a leotard or leggings or something like that. I still feel like a man, yeah. Right, so like these jeans a lot. What I noticed in All Saints is there was a huge variation of colour in these as well. So we had the kind of mustardy colour, we had the classic Chino beige, which actually the next fit we're going to do, that's the classic Chino colour, that's my favourite colour. So these jeans, I love this colour as well, it's kind of off grey green, nice for the summer. But this colour is the most classic and easy, so you can get these jeans in that colour. These are actually a different fit. I'm going to try a few next, a slightly more relaxed, looser fit. But as I said, I love the slim cut, it's very trendy, it looks really cool and it's a nice colour. You're going to see a huge overview of colours in All Saints. I will say one thing, there is a huge overview of colours in River Island as well. But River Island isn't to be trusted. There's horrible blues and nasty pinks and just really out there reds. All Saints is a much trendier, more expensive, cooler shop. It's where coolest people shop, and thus you can trust their colours more and their sense of fashion rather than have to go by exactly what I'm saying. So if you do happen to go into All Saints, you should check out these trousers, which are the, where's the tag on them? The skinny fit All Saints, right? Skinny fit Chinos. So you go and check out the skinny fit Chinos. Well, you know what? Nearly all the colours are pretty cool. Stick to something light and summery, because that's what this whole blog post is about. It's trying to create summer looks for the daytime and for going on holiday and stuff. But this fit is spot on, and I'm a big fan of these trousers. Really like them, nice smooth material, and they're a little bit more expensive. They're £65, and the quality really shows in this case. So these are actually one of my favourites so far. And as I said later, we're going to recap on the best jeans, best trousers, best chinos, you know, in terms of body shape, price, and what I would really definitely give the definitive answer of what to go for. Okay gents, so our next pair are also from All Saints, and this is the first time I've tried these on, because we just picked up this stuff and we're going to try it at home and decide which ones we like the best, and I absolutely love these. So these are actually a regular fit, whereas the last ones, the grey-green ones, the off-grey ones, were a skinny fit. These are also coming up quite skinny, but they're slightly more baggy. And I myself, like a lot of guys who I'm sure are going to be watching this post, don't want to go hyper skinny. They don't want them to be too skinny. And even the last pair wasn't that skinny. But these have even more, a little bit more slack, but they're still kind of tapered at the ankle. So I think so far, for colour, fit and everything, these are maybe taking the place as my favourite so far. We're going to come back to that anyway, but these are really, really cool pair of trousers. These are also 65 quid, I need to film that because they're the same price as the last pair. 65 quid, the colour's perfect, the cut's good, the material's more quality, and as we see, the higher we go up the market, generally the garments get better. So All Saints, spot on so far with the trousers. I really like both of them, and I think there's only 2 pairs of All Saints trousers we're trying. It's, you know, they've got a much smaller range. They're not like these really big, massive high street shops which tend to have a load of different cuts, fits, colours. These are spot on. So I'm sure you can also find these same cuts in a regular fit in a variation of colours. And like I said earlier, with the last pair of All Saints Chinos, the off grey green ones, more or less anything in that shop's going to be pretty cool. It's very calculated, they've got a very good team producing their garments, so it's a rule for All Saints in general. Most of the stuff in that shop is quite cool. If you go in there, whatever you buy is going to look good. So even besides this post, check out All Saints. The t-shirts are cool, the jumpers are cool, the accessories are cool. It's a really cool shop, and they've proved that with these trousers and the last pair, which I like both of them. They're few and far between the ones I like better. I will say that for the summer, this colour, this cut is perfect. We're here to do chinos, right? That's one of the big questions. A lot of people have been asking me, which chinos shall I get, which cut, which company? Well, so far I think these are the best all round for cut, for colour, for quality, for shape. Really awesome pair of trousers. So these are the regular fit All Saints chinos in a classic beige chino colour. Very cool. Okay guys, so the final shop we're going to look at is Ted Baker. So this is our it's our highest end brand, and I wouldn't exactly call Ted Baker couture fashion. This is no sort of really high end brand. It's not couture, but it's still more expensive and it's still a designer label. Ted Baker does have a show at London Fashion Week, and you are going to pay considerably more for your garments from Ted Baker than from other shops. As the price tag here, I'm sure is going to show, if I can find it. 1 minute, cameraman. Does it have a price tag? Let's check on these ones because we've got the exact same pair here. So, alright guys, well I can't find the price tag right now. I'm going to change in a minute and I'll find out. But anyway, let's have a look at the trousers first. Okay, so these are the same pair of jeans. I couldn't get these ones in my size. These are actually the highest selling garment at Ted Baker at the moment, and I really love the colour. I think it's a bit different. It's cool. It's very in this season. It's not too lavish, too in your face, but it is a bit different, and it would look really good in kind of the combination I'm wearing now, the plainest t-shirt, plimsolls. So I love this colour. Unfortunately, I couldn't get this in my size. So I did pick up the mustard ones in my size, okay? And right, these are a really nice pair of trousers. The cut's good. I really like this sort of edging they've got here. You can see here and here, obviously. I like that trimming there. I like the cut. I would say I'm not that keen on the colour. And one thing I've realised in Ted Baker is that these are slim. So this is a slim cut, i.e. these are their skinniest cuts of chinos they do. When you go up a size, they do a really nice beige chino. But then it goes up a size and you totally lose the cut. And I think I'm going to show you that with my next pair of trousers. So once again, it's sort of a thing that you get the right cut, but not the right colour, like we found with Zara. So loving the cut of these almost as much as the All Saints ones. I think they're on a par because I really like that trimming on the ankle. But the colour's not spot on. We've got this kind of, like, you know, mustardy beige, dark brown, which, as I said, is very fashionable this season. But I, for one, am not a huge fan. And most of the people I've spoken to who are, you know, in the industry as well, a lot of people who are into fashion, aren't that keen on it either. So as far as these trousers go, love the cut, love the edge trimming, love them in this colour. So guys, go and get this colour, no doubt, right? But not so fond of this colour, but the cut is right there. And we're going to give you the price on these in just a minute. One thing I'll say, having said I really like these, is we're here to do a blog basically on easy things. The whole of FashionGameTV is aimed at helping guys who don't really have much of a clue of fashion to go and get garments they're sure are going to look cool, they're sure are going to reflect a fashionable male within society. So these are going to be more risky. They're going to be harder to match up with other garments, and they're going to be harder to make it look cool as an overall look. If you're a bit more confident with your fashion and you're confident you can do that, then cool, go for this colour. If not, stick with the classic beiges, the classic greys, and the stuff we know is going to work. So again, lovely colour, a bit harder to match up, but if you're confident, go for it. Great cut, it's the same cut of both these jeans, but not so keen on their sort of beige version. If they had this in the same beige as we just showed of the All Saints ones, great, they'd be spot on and probably the best trousers we've seen so far. But I know for a fact in the slim leg chino they don't have that beige. They do, however, in the cut above that, the baggier cut, which is the classic cut they call it, which is what I'm going to try on now, guys. Guys, so our last pair of trousers from Ted Baker, and actually the last pair of trousers we're going to look at in the whole of this blog, are the classic fit chinos by Ted Baker. So the last ones were slim fit, and these are classic. Again, I like these. They're a little bit baggier. I like the trimming here. Again, although I prefer this one from the last pair of trousers. But that's quite cool as well. This one's more versatile. But it's an extra little thing. And the colour's nice. It's a bit darker than the classic beige, which, like the All Saints one I showed you earlier. And to be quite honest, the All Saints ones are nicer. They're very similar to this. They were 65, and all three pairs of trousers from Ted Baker are £89, so they're expensive. There's a £90 pair of chinos. When you think that there was something which isn't that much different from Topman for £28, well, these are 90. And yes, they're better quality and a slightly better cut and stuff, but they're over 3 times more expensive, and I kind of find that a waste of money, especially if you're going to wear them going out socially, in the summer. They're going to get dirty down at the park, in the pub, on holiday. So I really think 89 quid is too much. And anyway, they're very similar to the All Saints ones, which I have to be sorry Ted Baker, are slightly nicer. They're a lighter colour, they're a lighter beige, and they're a slightly better cut. I said they're a better cut because these ones are too baggy at the bottom. I mean, these are a tapered pair of trousers. They're still skinny-esque, let's say, slim-esque. They kind of have that fashionable, trendy, slim shape, but you suddenly lose it at the bottom with just a bit of excess bulk here. So all the way, of the two higher end brands, I mean, I can't really say high end for All Saints, but of the two more expensive brands of the 5 we've covered, All Saints definitely takes it. Okay guys, so that was summer trousers slash chinos light coloured jeans. I think I've tried on about 150 pairs of chinos today. I've thoroughly had enough. I think if anyone brings anything coloured beige near me, again, I'm going to attack them, especially my cameraman. Anyway, so let's give you a quick roundup of my favourites and the ones which are going to be most suitable for the different sizes and ages amongst the FashionGameTV viewers. So first of all, I think the overall best for value were from Topman. So first we've got the Topman skinny chinos. Just see these ones here. The first ones we shot, and these are really, really cool for someone who wants a skinnier cut jean, maybe the younger guy, and they're great for a budget. So not my overall favourites, but definitely worth a mention, and especially for younger guys and those going for a really cutting edge style with quite a skinny leg jean or chino. The equivalent of the chino from Topman is of course the light blue, baby blue Stonewashed skinny jeans. A similar cut, except one's a chino and one's a jean. Both £28, both great quality for the great value for money. Both very cool, both very cutting edge for the younger guy, for the more trendy guy. But as I mentioned earlier, I think that most guys shouldn't be shopping in Topman who are past their sort of early to mid 20s. It's a very cheap high street brand and it doesn't really say much for the mature adult. I personally don't shop there. I think I'm too old for that, so a lot of you guys will want to shop somewhere a bit more quality. And thus, the overall winners of today's blog post is going to be from All Saints. So I'm sure you'll all remember the off grey green skinny fit chinos. And these, the skinny fit you can see there, these were £65 from All Saints. Okay, so these also have a skinny fit like the ones from Topman. And I've just said that some guys who are more mature, who aren't sure about their physique, that their legs can really carry off a skinny jean, won't want to wear this kind of cut. In which case, equally good are the regular fit chinos. Exactly the same trouser, except a slightly more relaxed fit. So for the guys who are more mature, who don't want to go quite as cutting edge of the fashion, or don't think their physique can pull it off, these are also very cool, the regular fit. So All Saints is going to be the overall winner, with these two pairs of trousers costing 65 quid each. They're my overall favourites for style, quality, colour, everything. But worth a mention before we finish are also the Zara classic fit chinos in a beige. I love the colour in these ones. They're also very cheap, £29, and that's by Zara Man. And why these are good is because they really are quite a relaxed fit, so anyone could wear these. I can see my dad wearing these. It doesn't really matter what your physique's like or how old you are. They're a relaxed fit, they're very classic, and they're very cool. So that was the Zara classic fit beige chinos, and they're 30 quid. Okay guys, so that was summer jeans / trousers and chinos. I hope you enjoyed it, and we're going to be back very soon with more summer posts. Cheers.